tonight with this, the long-awaited tour of the Wadadli power plant, prompted by debate regarding its legitimacy and possible wrongdoing by the government, took place on Tuesday. Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer, representatives of civil society, members of the opposition and the media toured the facility in a second attempt to set the record straight on the authenticity of the project. Sean Thomas reports.
Negotiations to construct the 30-megawatt power plant at Crabbe started in 2006 between the government of Antigua and Barbuda, the People's Republic of China, and the principals at the Antigua Public Utility Authority, APUA. The Wadadli power plant is seen as a tool to give the country a brighter future after spells of darkness due to limited electricity generating capacity. Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Baldwin Spencer dispels the controversy and allegations that suggests that the engines are not new and that the funds were misspent.
I'm saying to the media and to the people of Antigua and Barbuda that there is no truth in the allegations concerning this plant. I state unequivocally that the engines and auxiliary parts are new. I further state there has not been a restoration of the plant as has been published in political circles, and no one can ever provide documentation as has been promised in a week's time, more than a month now, to substantiate those claims. They are just untrue. The record will show that the figure of 300 million RMB reflects the true cost of the power plant, which includes the engines, auxiliaries, the building, and etc. The record will show the government during negotiations attempted to secure the loan in US currency, but like every other administration in the world, including that of the Antigua Labour Party, that enters into agreement with Exim Bank of China, we had to face the fact that the exchange risk is a natural feature of the international financing system.
The timing of the tour granted by the Prime Minister and his cabinet is being regarded as belated, and this has resulted in many conspiracy theories. But the Prime Minister addresses these allegations as outlined in the Antigua and Barbuda Development Loan Act of 2002.
That act makes it possible for the government to expend up to EC $324 million in any given year without first bringing it to Parliament. If we erred in any respect, it was that we felt that the majority of people would have seen this campaign for what it is, especially since there is an obvious difference of opinion on the matter in opposition circles. We felt that the truth and the facts, including the integrity not just of the politicians but the committed and long-serving technicians and management of APUA, would come into focus. And quite honestly, I also felt that APUA itself would have come more robustly to the defense of its own integrity and the professional reputation of its technicians. In their defense, however, they were more concerned with their daily responsibilities, of which the Wadadli power plant was one aspect.
There were also concerns with tapes preventing access to certain parts of the facility, but officials say they seek to ensure security during the tour. The power plant asset manager Brian Nicholas says the authority is satisfied with the current output of the engines despite the disparity in the recent productivity scheduled as published by APUA in the last 2 months.
Operating entity, it's a dynamic situation. In fact, as we speak now, if I may give you what the present status of the plant is. Presently, there are 4 engines online, which is the normal and typical operating mode of the power plant. Each of those 4 engines are capable of maximum output, which is 5 megawatts. 2 are presently in droop mode. Droop simply means so we can regulate the frequency. The outside, at 60 side, regulate the frequency. The number 5 engine presently is out of service. About a week ago, we picked up some vibration on the number 5 engine once we went above 4 megawatts of power. That particular issue is presently on investigation in consultation with the factory SXE as well as MAN. So we are waiting on their feedback. The number 6 engine is presently what we consider to be called in standby mode.
The 30-megawatt power plant was constructed by the Beijing Engineering Company through a loan agreement for 300 RMB provided through the China's Import-Export Bank. The tour and press conference brought together representatives from both sides of the political divide, as well as protesters shouting anti-government slogans. Sean Thomas, ABS News.